Welcome to Plausible Foolishness. We are the two kings of the Rube Empire. I'm the mad scientist, Matt, and I've got a perspective on things.
Can you hear me now, bro? Can you hear me? I'm the strong one, and I've got a perspective on things as well, man. What's up, baby? I'm back in the house, man.
Yes.
There's nowhere to run.
Yes,
There's
we
nowhere
are
to
back.
hide. I am here, live. I'm back on my throne with the two kings. You feel me? You ready
I feel
to go?
you.
Dude,
Oh, I feel you.
I'm so jacked. First of all, everybody can hear us okay. Welcome to Plausible Foolishness. Welcome to the Madhouse. Welcome to where the truth is being spoken. We are the fastest growing conservative podcast on Twitch. I've got the snowiest beard of all time right now.
Yeah.
It's all good. There it is. I'm back to normal. Listen, man. I don't want to do the Just for Men yet, okay? I don't want to do that yet.
I don't blame you.
You feel me? But, man, oh man, I am jacked up. I'm excited. I'm pumped up to be back on the throne with the king himself, the mad scientist, Mad Matt. I'm ready to get started. We're live on TikTok. We're live everywhere. We're ready to get this party started, and I am ready to go. My goodness. You got to follow us everywhere. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Parler, TikTok. We're everywhere, man. We're taking over faster than the universe is expanding, and I'm excited, man. We're also on Locals, correct?
PlausibleFoolishness.locals.com. It's not a dating site.
Not a dating site.
It's where you can support us and get access to exclusive content.
Boom.
Only for subscribers.
And it's a cool community. Wait, isn't it backed by? Isn't that Ruben's company? Dave
Yeah.
Ruben's company.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's. I learned a little bit more about Locals. I actually did some investigations.
Ooh.
I went deep diving. You know what's funny is it's really a good place where you can have real conversations, real interactions, guys. Things that you may not think of on the show. You can see the Council of Two Kings, which is our preparatory show before we start the show. Gets us fired up. We get a guest on there again, Dusty Joe. Dusty! The third man, brother. The third man.
The right hand of the kings.
The right hand of the kings, man. You know what I mean? So, and you wrestling fans will get the third man, brother, reference out there. So I'm excited. And, man, it's you got to come check it out. That's kind of the raw, uncut. No show, no pizzazz, no whatever. It's just us talking about reality, talking about some deep dive stuff, and things that we know won't necessarily cover on this show. But make sure you check out that bad boy, Locals. It is not a dating website. Make sure you head over there and check us out. Go ahead.
Shout out to Bobby the Bull.
Whoa, what happened?
Looks like he got a new job.
Hey, Bobby the Bull.
Good for you, bro. Good for you.
How'd you get a job in this horrible Trump economy? Oh, how's that possible? Oh my gosh!
And he lives in Michigan.
Oh, geez, sorry about that. Whitmer's my friend. No, bro. So sorry. I'm sorry you can't vote her out this time. I apologize for that, man. You could always impeach her.
Either way, though, let's clap it up.
Yes.
Clap it up.
Job, Bobby the Bull, Bubble. And obviously, you're on twitch.tv/plausiblepoolishness. If you're on TikTok right now, head over to twitch.tv/plausiblepoolishness to come hang out and have a little bit of liberal logic with the two kings. Come head over here right now. Guys, make sure if you like us, share us. Share the information. Share what's going on. We got some cool things coming down the pipeline with Dusty. And we'll have some shareable clips for you guys, which is going to be a lot of fun. And make sure that you guys check it out. Share what you like from the show. And spread the word, man, because we're taking over pretty fast. And I'm pretty excited that we are, man. So, gosh darn it. I'm excited. Are you ready to get into the show today, bro?
Almost. I have one more thing. I just
one
want to
thing.
talk. You've already mentioned Dusty. He's going to be...
Who'd you say? What'd you say? Dusty!
Yes. He's, as we mentioned last week, he's joined the team, as he just mentioned.
The third man,
Well,
brother.
Right hand of the king.
The third man.
Of
Of the two
If you
kings.
haven't noticed on the YouTube channel,
Whoa.
he made a video of his trip
Nice.
with a Trump caravan that made the rounds here in Central Florida. Frankly, he's already working, so we can give him. Let's clap it up for him in the chat. He's already pulling his weight because that's our highest viewed video of all time on YouTube.
What?
Yeah.
Already having instant impact?
Yes.
Dusty's already having the impact?
Yes. And he's going to be doing additional work. He's going to be taking these shows, okay, which we'll upload in their entirety, as we always have.
Always.
But he's going to take the best clips and shorten them so that you, the Rube Empire, can spread the word.
What?
Okay? Shorter clips, more easily digestible. Probably they'll mostly be this guy ranting.
What?
And,
what are you talking about, bro? Whatever, man.
You know what I'm talking about.
Whatever, bro.
I come. How many energy drinks did you have before you got here?
None today.
Liar.
No, literally none today.
I named thee liar.
By edict of the king, you are liar. I actually didn't have any today.
And since my word is beyond contestation, name that movie.
Whoa! Oh gosh, I'm gonna sound horrible. Not Braveheart.
No.
Dang it! Shoot! Go ahead. What is it?
It's A Knight's Tale.
Oh,
at the end, when he names him, when he says that he's of a noble, since my word is beyond contestation. In other words, who of you are gonna say otherwise?
True.
Nobody. This guy's a knight. Done.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, it is a good movie.
Solid movie.
Dusty got it. Nice.
No, I like the.
I keep thinking we need to change that, but every time I hear it, it's so good.
No,
well, it's just not. It interrupts, you know. But I love hearing that song. Technical Drum, thanks for the 4-month subscription.
4 months?
4 months.
4 months?
Yes.
You're stuck with us for 4 months, Technical Drum.
Well,
but hey, we
this
love
is
you,
his 4th re-up.
Oh, 4th re-up.
Yeah. So,
4 months?
Yeah.
Hey, man, we appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much, Technical Drum. That's awesome. But remember, if you really like us, make sure you hit that follow button. If you really, really like us, hit that subscribe, man. And if you've got, what is it, Amazon Prime? It's free, isn't it?
Yep, and that's exactly what he did.
What?
That was
it's
the Prime
free.
subscription. So.
Oh, my gosh, man. Listen, steal that money from Bezos, okay? He's already rich enough.
Yep.
Instead of him having the money, give it to the Rubes. Give it to the Kings. Just, let's build this party up. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Dude.
Right. Anyway.
Dusty, in his video, super spreader event. Are you serious, Dusty?
Yes.
I cannot believe that you got in a caravan of like-minded people and decided to drive all over Florida and spread. Whoa! Who we got today?
The Mother Lover won.
I'm a mother lover. You're a mother lover.
We should love
each other's mothers. Love each other's mothers. We sang for you. That's how much we love you on this show. Do you understand me? Give me some Alex Jones.
I don't like to put chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that?
It's been so long.
It has been so long.
I miss Alex Jones. It's been a long time, man. Mother Lover. Thanks, Mother Lover. Appreciate you, man. Love it. Mother Lover's from TikTok. He's one of my TikTok brothers, man. You know what I mean?
Right on.
And he's just coming over to the good side, which you should be if you're on TikTok. Head over to twitch.tv/plausiblepoolishness. That's twitch.tv/plausiblepoolishness. Come check it out. Make sure to follow. Make sure to subscribe. Dusty, I can't believe that you had the audacity to spread the Rona that's just killing people by the millions, according to Joe Biden.
I heard him say from his own mouth that they weren't wearing masks.
Whoa, what is happening today? What? Time out. Deep State, I thought you got 86th, bro. I literally thought you got 86th. I haven't seen you in forever, Deep State. Welcome back. Deep State, you can't you can't like us. You can't follow us. If you do, they're going to think we're controlled opposition, okay? They're going to think we're QAnon, and we're not, dude. We're plausible foolishness. But I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
Does he get a song?
Deep State. I don't know. Is there Deep... You know what? Deep State, give him some X-Files. You got X-Files Deep State for that one. That's impressive. Here we go again. Dusty, here we go again.
Oh, it's Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby, yeah. Here we go again, man. Listen, I'm excited for today. Too many things to talk about, but the first thing is I got to get rid of the elephant out of the room, okay? Got to get rid of the elephant out of the room. Me and Matt have to confess our sins, okay? The Kings have to confess our sins. We broke the law of the Horde. We broke the law of the mainstream. We broke the law of the Corona Bros of the world, okay? And we went to a, quote, I heard on this TikTok, a, quote, super spreader event.
Yeah.
A, quote, natural selection event. Literally,
did somebody
people
say natural?
Yes. He's like, natural selection's taking its toll, or it's taking its course.
This is okay. So what, we're gonna win the Darwin Award?
Oh, the Darwin Award, yes, which is hilarious and still not proven.
God,
Sorry, but here's the problem.
You're so arrogant.
Oh, the smugness is hilarious. But we went to a
natural selection.
Anyways, we go to a super spreader event, aka we let natural selection go its course. Do you know?
Mind you, none of the people, the rioting.
Yes.
The mass protesting at the height of, problems.
Sure.
That wasn't natural selection.
No. The women's march on the 17th for Ruth Bader Ginsburg. That nobody.
Again,
that was praised.
The virtue. The virtuosity of your cause
trumps the science.
Trumps the virus.
Well, so trumps the hysteria. Sorry, not science, because science is telling us this really isn't bad at all, but nobody wants to hear that and blah blah blah. But
what? People on the right talking about science? I thought you only believed in wizards and flying spaghetti monsters.
Well, there's a God that made natural order, and science is us just merely observing it. But
are you saying that he created a rational world that could be deciphered?
What? No way.
And we believe that, and so the
God of creation
seek to decipher it?
Creates order out of nothingness. But that's crazy to believe! But it's all good. Anyways, long story short, we went to a super spreader event 9 days ago. What's the death count from that Trump rally we went to last Monday?
As far as I know, gosh, the math is incredible.
Ready for it? Ready for it? Ready for it? 0! So, here's that's funny, is I'm waiting in line to vote today. Obviously, I'm healthy. I didn't die. I didn't catch the Rona, which is weird. My mom, who I'd run into, who's, close to, it's like 56. She went home, and she's been home for a while now, and she didn't get the Rona. It's so weird. She does not have coronavirus, which is unbelievable.
Yeah, that's impossible.
Okay?
Some would say.
People who believe in healing crystals, CBDC. Soy candy supplements. Sorry, Bobby the Bull, that was funny. But, you can check that on the live chat if you're following us at twitch.tv/Plausible Foolishness. Now, here's the reality of the situation, okay? We go to an event, and no one died from the Trump rally. Whoa. Ace Boss.
Ace Boss.
Ace the boss. Like a boss.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the
Rube
Empire.
Bro. Appreciate you, man. So, what's crazy to me is no one's dying from it. It's so crazy. But here's what's even funnier. I'm sitting in line. I go to vote today. I voted. Yes, I don't have my sticker. I took my sticker off. I put it on my, laptop. I should have worn it as a prop for the show. I failed. Whatever. Okay? I voted for the very first bubble in the top, which is Donald J. Trump. It felt so good to hit it twice. You know what I mean? I did it once, secretly, like, now I'm like, yeah, Donald Trump. But I voted today.
Was it better the second time?
Way better the second time. They say the first, there's nothing like the first time, but they don't know voting for Donald J. Trump. Now, here's... Sorry. Too far? Too far?
Did I hit no square?
No square? Yeah, no. Wait.
No.
Did you hit what? Did you hit what?
Stop! Don't touch me yet. This is my no square.
That's for you, Dusty! Now, here's what's funny. Dusty, no. No!
It's not true!
It's not true! You're not my father. But anyways, so I'm in line to vote in Orange County, and what's funny is everybody is masked up. Except for... You know who wasn't masked up?
All the old people.
All the old people! All the people this is supposed to kill don't have masks on, plus me.
They've lived too long to be afraid. They're not afraid. And it's all these young people who believe everything that they're told that are scared out of their minds.
We go to a Trump rally. None of the old people are wearing masks. I go to vote. None of the old people are wearing masks.
Yeah.
None.
We go to the Trump rally. Not all the young people, but most of the people wearing masks were young. And there was a lot of young people, which was really great.
It's good.
Really good, but I'm just sitting there like, why are you wearing a mask?
Because
You don't need it. You're the least vulnerable.
my professor said that I'm noble for doing this.
Yeah.
Virtue. This is my Normandy. But anyways,
But they're not really that bad because they're at a Trump rally.
Yeah, true.
And excited to be there.
So hey, we'll take
But
the vote.
I just want,
We'll
I
take
just
the vote.
want consistency.
Yeah, but I'm waiting in line, and I just pulled the statistics from Orange County.
Okay.
Guess how many deaths due to Rona are in Orange County, which is Orlando? On paper, it's 536. Now, if you actually take the real statistics, which is 6% of the reported deaths are actually Rona, like it is nationally, because the reported deaths are inflated by 94%, which is crazy. But if you look at the actual reported deaths and look at the cause of death, only 6% of those deaths are actually Rona. So if you do 531 deaths in Orange County, you take those same statistics that 6% of them are actually Rona, that gives you a grand total of like 31 people. Now, guess how many people live in Orange County?
Quite a bit. A lot of people.
3.7 million people live in the Orlando Metroplex. If you take the actual statistics that are inflated, 531 people, your chances of dying from Rona in Orlando is 0.00001%.
Wow. So 99.999999.
Yes. You have basically a 1 in 6,000 chance of dying from Rona. You're more likely... Whoa. Dusty, you work with us now, bro. But we appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thanks, Dusty! But yeah, like, think about this. You have a higher probability of driving to Disney and dying than that.
Oh, easily.
The
The
way higher.
statistics for dying on the road are
Way higher.
insane if we were to compare them. Nobody should be driving.
But I'm in line, wrapped around a library with a bunch of old people and young people. The old people ain't wearing masks because they know this is bollocks. It's horse crap.
Okay, I got...
Sorry, Bart. And the young people are like, dear Lord, I have a 99.999% chance of dying in Orange County. I better wear my mask. At this point, I was nice at the beginning, but now it's absurdity.
Yeah.
It's absurdity.
It is.
And what's making it worse is, I don't know if you've noticed, but in all these super lefty states, and even here in Florida, guess when they're planning on fully reopening all the schools back up? November 9th.
Seriously?
I crap you not.
Not even really.
So
even.
right now, we can't open. But November 9th, we can open.
It's like there's something significant happening in the beginning of November.
It's like, we gotta wait for the election.
Oh my god, yeah, that's right.
There's an election November 3rd.
Oh my gosh.
We gotta wait for that election before we get back to common sense.
Completely forgot.
And what's even crazier, there's no statistical difference between the normal causes of death for children and Rona. None. The people that work with children No significant difference. None. We are playing a stupid Dave Ramsey, I'm stealing from you. Stupid game.
Yes, we are.
It is so hilarious to me. And what's even crazier, my earliest prediction was the election's going to happen, and magically by Christmas, we're not going to have any masks or anything crazy like that. We won't. I think it's going to be like 1 week after now. I literally think once 1 week's over, the business is going to be like,
yeah,
we're good.
I can see it going either way. Like, I don't see Biden winning. Like, that's, like, not going to happen.
I mean...
And then I don't mean to be arrogant about it.
Well, here's the deal. I
just can't picture it happening.
As a follower of Christ...
There's just no enthusiasm.
As followers of Christ, God's in control either way, okay?
True.
Either way, if Biden wins, magically, Rona's going to
TikTok?
disappear. What's up?
All over TikTok, they're the new trend on conservative talk is, you know, the conservative response if Biden wins. I'm like, oh man, that sucks.
Shucks.
Oh god, that's really bad.
Yep.
But all right, well, you know.
No means next. We're next.
Time to, you know, elections have consequences. Let's just, you know, get back to work. And then the liberal response if Trump wins.
Burn it down!
Exactly.
Riot!
And it's so true.
Yeah.
It's so true.
Yeah, so to Dusty's point, or to Bobby the Bull's point, Gavin Newsom is having corona restrictions on Christmas. You know how many people you can have at your house for Christmas in LA, San Francisco, California?
I literally don't care.
4.
Yeah, I don't care. Whoever wants to come over, you know.
But we live in Florida.
Whoever I invite, no matter what the number is, they can
3.
cram it right up their butts.
JB, 3 people. If you live in California, you can only have 3 people over for Christmas.
3 additional people, so including yourself, right?
Yeah. Think about that. And then think about people who are actually going to do that. But what's sad is you're going to have brainwashed people that will turn in their neighbors for this crap. They will. Because here, you know, I literally used to make fun of people that I was like, how in the world do you...
He was guessing.
Oh, I thought it was 3 to 4.
Yeah.
3 to 4, I think it was 3 to 4. But here's what's crazy. What's amazing to me in this situation is, I remember, like, when we look back at history, we make fun of all the stupid things that people did in history, right? We make fun of everybody that tries to a land war in Russia or in Asia. It never works, okay? You never do a land war in Asia. Let me repeat that. You never...
That's one of the 2 classic blunders.
One of the 2 classic blunders, right? The other one is never...
never go against a Sicilian when death is on the line.
When death is on the line! Sorry. I love that movie.
That is one of the movies that whenever
5.
it comes on, I can watch it.
Top 5.
Even if I've watched it the past 3 days.
The sad thing is I'll
watch it again.
Rob Reiner made that movie.
Yeah, I know.
Rob Reiner has this brilliant movie. He also did what is that rock movie that's hilarious? It's gonna drive me nuts. The one that it goes to 11. It goes to, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, Spinal Tap?
Spinal Tap. He did Spinal Tap. So he does these 2 classic movies. And it's Rob Reiner. What a... Come on, Rob. Come on, Rob.
Well, it just goes to show, you know, just because a person is talented doesn't mean that they think...
True.
That they have a brain in their head.
Oh, 100%. Spinal Tap's so good. But, so, back to my point. Like, okay, classic blunders, right? Like, just, you don't do these things, right? You just don't. And I forget what my point was, the things that we don't do. But, like, we went so far on a tangent. But my point is this. What was I talking about? What was I talking about? Okay? All I'm trying to say is this. Like, when it comes to all of the madness, which is hilarious to me, okay? You don't piss people off in California to the point where you drive them to the Republicans.
Not if you have a brain in your head.
You don't like. Here's the thing: if you're a dip crap if you're a dip crap politician in a one-party state, people will look for the alternative. Okay, they'll look for the alternative, right? if you're in California, how many Republicans are actually in California? Very little. Very little that are in the Senate, like 1 or 2.
Yeah, not enough to combat L.A. and San Francisco.
Yeah, it's a one-party place. So if you're Gavin Newsom and you restrict people more, 1984 bullcrap, over a thing that we all know is stupid. It's stupid at this point. What do you think the response is going to be? Well, gee, I better vote for more of those Democrats. Michigan was a battleground state. I will guarantee you, magically it goes red. Magically. And this is what's amazing to me is, at this point, if you're a political person, the best thing you can do is lay low and try not to take away people's rights. Just don't do it.
But this is what I've been
Classic
saying.
blunder. Don't do it.
They have no... There's no logic to this.
Well, they do.
They've lost... No.
Liberal logic?
I contend that they've gone a step further and into a realm of no logic, into pure animal bloodlust. You know? They tasted blood.
Yep.
In Obama's, administration, and ever since then, I mean, we know this. Ever since then, it's just gotten worse and worse and worse and worse because they tasted blood, and that's all that they can think about.
Yeah, here's what
everything is. It's like the utopia. It's like they caught a glimpse of the utopia.
Yeah.
And the utopia that is impossible.
True.
Okay. That's our position, and it's frankly the right position.
And Franklin.
They saw a glimpse of utopia, and now all that's left is to burn away the infidels that are keeping us from it.
It's insane.
I mean,
but
look at Antifa. Are they any different from jihadists?
No. The brown shirts. Who was the people that Mao was using in China? It's the same thing. It's the same exact deal. We've seen this over and over and over in history. Yeah, we've seen this in history. Like, we look at people and they're like, "Oh man, that was really stupid. Why did you do that?" Like, this is one of those moments. And here's what I'd say to the detractors who really think that Biden's going to win. The problem is this. We talked about it last week with your seeing eyes, right? Like, it's not like these Trump rallies are getting smaller. And it's not like, if you have the energy to take your time and effort to show up to a Trump rally, do you think that they're going to show up to the polls? And don't forget, I hope this is a historic turnout. I hope there's a lot of people that vote this year. I really do. Okay? Trending-wise, that isn't the case. There's less people voting, each year. Like, Trump literally benefited from a low voter turnout last time, okay? Which is fine. Like, what is it? Only 30%, like 30 or 40% of Americans actually vote. Okay?
Yeah.
I'd love for more people to do that. I would love people to do that. But let's get real. Rona is going to scare away the sheeple. So if you're a Corona bro, you're scared of everything. You're not leaving your house until there's a vaccine that'll save you from the thing that 99.9% of you will survive. Okay? Which we're going to get to in a little bit. But this is America. Like, this is what's happening right now. Do you really think that people are jazzed up and excited to be like, man, I'm voting for Biden? For Biden, the only place you're seeing any Biden enthusiasm is Biden commercials. That's it. I watched one today. It's like they had these 4 black guys that are like, yeah, man, I feel like in a Trump America, I can't voice my opinion.
Who said this?
Oh no, this was a commercial. It was a pandering to black guy vote commercial. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Who can't you voice your opinion to?
But the irony is, you're doing it right now.
Yeah. That is true.
I can't voice my opinion as a black man in America. You're doing it right now. Yeah. Now,
on national television.
But here's the thing. It's a commercial. You're a paid actor. You're told to say this, which is funny, which is ironic, in itself anyways. But that's what's amazing to me. If your basis for not voting for Trump is, I don't have a voice to say what I have to say, you're doing it right now. When you burnt down cities, Black Lives Matter, you got to voice your opinion. You told America what you're about. Antifa, you're telling America what you're about right now. Trump hasn't come down and smashed or sieged you. He let you take over Portland for hundreds of days, Seattle for whatever. Politically, because one, he wants America to see your ugly face. That's why your support is negative now.
all the while offering
To help.
to help. Like,
While you deny that as a Democrat.
Yep.
But this is what's amazing. So if you're living in California and you're like, wait a minute, Gavin Newsom's locking me down and this is bullcrap and this is crazy. And then I'm looking and seeing thousands of people show up for Trump rallies in California. I'm like,
Gavin Newsom is locking them down. Meanwhile, Nancy Pelosi is opening them up for her use.
yeah.
You know,
But think about this.
it's legit.
You got Dave Rubin in the middle of thousands of people in Beverly Hills, California. You got thousands of people lining up in Newport Beach. Now, it's hoity-toity Newport Beach. I get that, California people. But come on. All you hoity-toity people are Obama people. Let's get real. And you're all Trump now? You got people in Northern California coming out to the thousands for California. You got Arizona in the middle of nowhere desert. 50-plus thousand people. Give me a break. I see projection maps that Arizona is going for Biden, and I'm like, where?
Yeah.
Biden had a rally in Arizona with Kamala, and no one showed up. But then
Wasn't,
40,000 people showed up for Trump?
Yeah, was that the one where they had the aerial view from
Yes!
Marine One?
Yes!
Just a sea of people.
But you're telling me on these maps that Arizona's definitely going Biden. Where?
Yeah.
Who? Notice that they don't talk about Florida anymore, which is hilarious to me.
Yeah.
Have you noticed they don't talk about Florida at all?
No.
Florida was the battleground state.
It was the battle.
It was the battleground state.
Because it was the one that swayed
Yeah.
victory.
Yeah, Florida, Florida and Ohio.
We don't know who Florida is going to go for.
Every year.
And if you get it, you pretty much win.
You lock it down. Because you think about it, if you get Florida at the beginning of the night, you're pretty much setting the tone.
Because we know where California and New York are going.
You know
we
where
know
Texas
where
is
Texas
doing.
is going.
Yep.
We know where
But-
certain of these states are going.
Have they talked about Florida?
Not at all.
Gee, maybe because when they're polling, people are like, piss off, I'm voting for Trump.
Yeah.
And they don't want to tell you that. They
True?
Ohio has always picked the president. Always. That is the only state that has always gotten the president correct. And they are not talking about Ohio. Well, I wonder why. I wonder why. So, like, this is the thing. It's like, I don't want to be arrogant. I don't want to be down, you know what I mean? As a follower of Christ, as a conservative, if, God forbid, Joe Biden becomes president, we're not going to lose our minds.
No.
But I don't see it happening. I'm walking out in reality. I'm walking around with all these weird people here in Florida because we got some weird people. And I see a lot of Trump activity out there. See a lot of Trumpsters. And it was shocking to me. I'm like, oh my goodness, they are out here. And then we go to the Trump rally and we're like, holy crap. There's a lot of us.
For sure.
And it's eye-opening, man. It changes the game. You know what I mean? But you know what else is eye-opening and shocking? What's the name of the podcast today, man?
Proper computer etiquette.
Proper computer etiquette. We wanted to take this podcast today and really explain some basic things. I don't know if you know this or not, but we want to help you with your etiquette on using the computer. Okay?
There's some do's and there's some don'ts.
Basic things.
But we're gonna focus on the don'ts today.
Okay.
Okay.
So, you want to give the first example?
Well, first one, and I think this is an important one, but it's often overlooked. Okay, it's often overlooked. When you're on a conference call with your coworkers,
Yep.
you probably don't, and this is a don't, want to take out your junk and start going to town on it. Just let that sit for a second.
Wait, you don't beat your MEAT when you're on a conference call?
Yes, especially if the video is running on your end. But you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and say probably don't do it at all. I think that's a reasonable and smart way to go because technology can be tricky for us all.
So you don't five knuckle shuffle your general when people are.
No, you don't. No, yeah. Don't choke your chicken. You know?
You don't throw your yogurt when you're
No. No, you leave the mayonnaise in the jar, okay?
you keep your friend in. You keep the horse in its barn.
Yeah.
You don't
Keep the dragon in its cave.
You keep the dragon in its cave. Okay. You don't do that on a conference call?
No, you definitely don't want to do that.
Clearly, this is an Orange Man story. I mean, Orange Man must have done this, right? Orange
No,
Man bad?
No.
No. Chuck Schumer.
He might have at some point. But it's not made in the news yet.
No, okay, fine. It's got to be a Republican. It's got to be Cocaine Mitch, right?
No.
Marco Rubio?
No.
No? Sean Hannity.
No, probably not.
Tucker?
Definitely, yeah, no, it has, yeah.
Okay.
Definitely not Tucker. They would have taken him down right
Rush
away.
Limbaugh. It was Rush. I knew it was Rush the whole time.
It wasn't Rush. It was,
Rush didn't polish his
it's
dolphin?
this dude that I've actually never heard of, Jeffrey Toobin.
Wait a... Isn't that the guy that they have on CNN all the time saying Orange Man bad?
Apparently.
No!
I personally hadn't heard him.
No! I've seen him a few times, and it's hysterical Orange Man bad 24/7 365. What? He was spanking the monkey
Yeah.
on live TV?
No, on a conference call with people from his office or whatever.
He was dressed in his wiener schnitzel on live TV, live conference call?
Yeah, he was. He's like, I thought the video was. This is his response to it. Not like, I'm deeply ashamed of my behavior and I've got a problem that I'm seeking help about. I was like, I thought the video was off. My bad.
So why do Democrats have such sexual deviants? I don't understand. I mean, why are they the Monica Lewinskys of the world? Why are they? I mean, I don't understand.
Well, first of all, they're human, so
well, true.
There's
We're all
that.
flawed. We're all flawed. I got you.
So there's that.
Yeah.
But I think that they have championed sexual deviancy for decades upon decades.
Weren't they Weinstein? The Weinstein people?
Yeah, Weinstein.
Jeffrey Epstein. That big Democratic donor, Jeffrey Epstein.
Who was a...
Did he kill himself?
What's Huma Abedin's husband?
Ooh, Uma Abedin's husband was Anthony Weiner.
Anthony Weiner. I knew it was an A name.
Weiner.
I was like, Andrew doesn't sound right.
Anthony Weiner. Wasn't he directly tied to Hillary Clinton?
Oh, yeah.
And part of those emails that magically disappeared?
Yeah. Apparently they found a bunch on his laptop.
Wasn't he the guy that was hitting on little kids? And nothing happened to him?
Yeah.
Isn't that pedophilia?
Yeah.
Wait, aren't Democrats the one that just lightened the punishment for gay pedos in California for, getting after kids? Didn't they just do that?
I believe so, yeah. I believe that is true.
I'm noticing a pattern here, man. It's weird. I'm noticing a pattern.
Yeah, it's not good.
Interesting.
Do you have another tip for...
Yeah, I do have
folks?
a tip. I have a tip. So tip number 1, do not flog your Molly, okay, while a camera's running, okay? Tip number 2, okay? You probably shouldn't, this is going to sound crazy to the lefties, okay? This is going to be insane. Don't take inappropriate pictures of 14-year-old girls and store them on a laptop.
That's
now,
a good idea.
Let me go a little bit farther. Then don't do sexual acts with that 14-year-old girl and film it and put it on a laptop with other pictures of you smoking crack. And we're already in the pedophilia world and stuff like that, but don't make it incestual by doing those same things with one of your relatives.
That's really dark advice, but still good.
Now, and one more step to this. Don't give that laptop to a computer repair guy.
Yeah, I'd say that's a whole another tip. If you're gonna do these things, which you shouldn't because they're horrifically evil, don't give it to random computer repair guy. And then leave it there for 90 days so that he owns the laptop.
Property. and then, one more bit of advice. Don't have your lawyer request it back and have a paper trail admitting that laptop's yours. Don't do that! That's stupid.
This is all really sound advice.
So let's go through the steps. Don't be a pedo.
Yes.
It's not a sexual orientation. It's disgusting.
It's not just
And
disgusting.
it's vile.
It's
Go ahead.
It's insane. Like, this is the realm of the insane.
Yeah. And then don't do sexual things with that kid.
Yes.
That takes it to another level.
Mm-hmm.
It's already horrific. Now it's Hitler,
Abominable.
Nazi, abominable level. Then don't do that with a relative. A relative! So that girl's messed up for life. Great job, bro. You dip crap. And then don't keep it in a freaking laptop for your viewing pleasure later on.
Ugh.
Forget it's on there. And then forget that you gave it to a freaking computer repair guy.
Hunter Biden's just the gift that
Oh.
keeps on giving.
Oh, Hunter Biden did that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that last scenario was Hunter Biden.
Oh, yeah.
So, flogging your Molly, that was Jeffrey Toobin. This insanity that's driven Biden into obscurity, like
Yeah.
quiet space, hiding from everyone. Because if you don't say anything, you can't deny anything.
Well, he's not hiding. He put a lid on the rest of the campaign.
Deep space. Clearly a Russian plant. Okay. Deep space. I was watching
You mean Deep
MSNBC.
State.
Huh?
You see, you're calling him Deep Space.
Deep space.
Deep
Deep
state.
space. Deep state. I don't want to appear obvious. We're controlled opposition. We are trying to give an air.
Good job. Yeah. Good
Okay.
job. Good job.
So Hunter Biden. Now we've heard the spin. Whoa. Whoa.
Okay.
Thanks, Bobby.
Well, actually, JBN gifted the tier. That's we were
Whoa.
supposed to say. Well, thank you for gifting the tier. The
JBN. Thanks,
sub.
bro. Thanks,
JBN.
bro. You're the man.
And
So-
Bobby, thanks for being you.
Yeah, just congratulations on the job, man. Whitmer cannot hold you down. Now, this is what's amazing to me. If this is a Russian plant, you might want to come up with a different country to use for the conspiracy theory, okay?
Why is that?
You spent 2.5 years telling the American people that Russians did it.
That's a really good. That's a really good reason.
And the Russians didn't do anything. Remember the Mueller report?
Yeah.
You told us for 2.5 years that the Russians were meddling in elections.
I wouldn't say that the Russians didn't do anything.
Oh, sorry, they put some Facebook posts up.
Yeah, they did. They did a lot of Facebooking.
So
But Trump definitely didn't collude with them.
yeah, Trump didn't collude with Russians, and guess what? They didn't add or subtract any votes whatsoever to our electoral process. They put up some posts that were anti-Hillary and anti-Trump.
They
Go figure.
They at best they sowed the seeds of the division that we're already seeing the Democrats drive
Yes.
us to anyway.
So if you're the mainstream media and you've lost the narrative, you've lied, you've believed in a hoax for 2.5 years and spread that hoax for 2.5 years. When this comes out and it's bad for your boy, because we know you're pulling for Joe Biden, at least have the temerity, the intelligence, the mindset to pick like Zimbabwe or North Korea or Sudan or Somalia. I mean, yeah, AOC. Pick AOC's country, okay?
Mhm.
Don't pick the same people you just lied about for 2.5 years. Oh, this is Russian disinformation. Literally, when I was listening to MSNBC spin this, I was reminded of we were talking about it on the Council of Kings, the movie Snatch, right? Mm-hmm. There's a huge frickin' diamond. And Tony frickin' Four Fingers has the diamond. And the Russians want the diamond. And they need somebody to 86 Frankie Four Fingers to get this diamond. But they can't do it because you can't let the Americans know the Russians did it. You cannot let the Americans know the Russians did it. Hire somebody else to do it, okay? So let's play this scenario out, mainstream media. Let me help you out with this. another classic blunder. We're running into a lot of classic blunders today. Okay?
It's a show for classic players.
Okay. You would have had to do this. You would have had to steal that laptop from Hunter.
Okay. Doable.
You'd have to steal it from him. Then get it to a repair shop in Delaware.
Okay. Why Delaware?
Because that's the computer repair shop guy that reported this thing.
Okay.
You would have had
and they're from Delaware,
And they're from Delaware, yep.
Okay, so...
You would have had to forge his signature for giving this repair.
Okay.
Then you would have had to completely keep this off the deep state's radar for 90 straight days, which is really hard to do.
Okay. Okay.
To the point where legally the laptop is now owned by the computer repair guy because, shocking, Vladimir didn't come back for it. And then have that laptop with magically tons of pictures of a Biden relative who's a 14-year-old girl and Hunter himself doing acts to this 14-year-old girl with pictures of Hunter Biden in this thing with a crack pipe. Magically, you got to put those on those as well, right?
Yeah.
And leave it for the Delaware shop, forge his signature, and hope to God no one knows for 90 days, and then tell him, make sure you turn it in right before the election.
Yep. 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 Also, you have to get his Hunter Biden's actual lawyer.
Yeah, you got to get Hunter Biden's actual lawyer to call the guy and request the laptop back, thus creating a paper trail, literally telling the world that your client did in fact own this laptop. It is in fact him in all these pictures, and you are officially the worst lawyer of all time. You are as dumb as your client. But that's a Russian disinformation act. If you truly believe this, I'm going to leave our 800 number at the end of the show. I have seafront property in Arizona that is dying for you to buy. All you got to do is give me all your credit card information. We'll get that for you after the show. Okay? Oceanfront property in Arizona, free and clear.
Pennies on the dollar.
Pennies on the dollar. No, this is called a monumental... How do I say this nicely? They're called crackheads for a reason.
Yeah.
Crackheads do crackhead things. Go ahead, brother.
No, I mean he's a wreck. He's a train wreck for a political campaign, and just Deep State says yes. We procured Hunter's actual laptop for this very reason. Way ahead of you.
I got you.
Wow. Okay.
Hey, it's intelligent. It's intelligent. Now.
That's a, what, 10D chess?
12D. At least 12D.
12D. Okay.
12D.
I mean, he's a wreck for a political campaign.
Yes.
But, I mean, he's a wreck of a person. You know, it's gross and wrong, and horrific and abominable and you know, and sad. It's really just a sad story.
Well, so I was talking to somebody online, and they're like,
all the way around.
If all this is true, isn't Joe Biden smart enough to not get his family involved in stuff like this? Let me help you out with this, okay? Joe Biden had no intention of actually running for president this time. Let me repeat that slowly.
Yeah.
He had no intention of running for president. Once he lost to Barack, what was that now, 12 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
He had no intention of going back.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell by the decisions the bro made. He didn't need to.
He made a bunch of money in Ukraine and made a bunch of money in China with his son.
His net worth jumped $18 million. $18 million is the VP. Okay?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Magically. And we know now because he literally quid pro quo'd a guy out of a job in Ukraine. He admitted to it. That's how he made money with Burisma. He always had Hunter with him as the fall guy, because this is what you do. If you've watched Arrested Development, Job is the fall guy for what's his name? What's the dad's name in Arrested Development? Yeah, Mr. Bluth. George Bluth. George Bluth always put the dirt on his dumbest son.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Joe was doing the same thing. Hey, listen, if I put my son in the way, he's already an F up. It just makes him look bad,
Well,
and I'm good.
I think off that laptop, there's evidence of text messages where Hunter is talking to his kids and saying, "Yeah, I'm not going. Go and do whatever deal that you're doing. I'm not like your grandfather and going to take 50% of what you make." So his kids go out.
Oops.
Joe's kids go. I mean, what this more than implies is that Joe's kids go out, make these deals with the Ukraine
And China.
with Burisma, making $80,000 a month, or was it? It was 80.
$83,000 a month.
Jeez. And then they have to pay 50% to Pop. Okay, and then he goes to China with Pop, the VP.
Yep.
And they work out a deal, and suddenly Hunter's firm has this huge project with China, with the CCP, and
didn't he get money from the?
And then they got to pay 50% to Pop.
Yep. And didn't he go to Russia and get money from the mayor of Moscow's wife that's directly connected to sex trafficking and child prostitution?
I wonder how much of that deal Pop saw.
Pop probably saw a little bit of that deal.
Yeah, probably.
Weird. Because Hunter is an F-up. That's the nicest way to say it. He is Joe Bluth. He is literally Joe Bluth from Arrested Development, okay? Illusion, Michael, okay? He's literally the screw-up. And Pop, a.k.a. a.k.a. Joe Biden, is tied into all of this. This is why he's magically disappeared when all of this stuff started surfacing, guys. But this is what happens.
He's not disappeared. He just put a lid.
Oh.
For like the entire week.
Yes.
Probably a couple weeks after. Sometime around.
Right before the election.
Yeah, early November.
Right before the election.
Yeah.
Whatever. Just gonna disappear. Because then I'm not a liar if I don't deny it. Now, crazy things, but this is computer etiquette 101, right? This isn't Russian disinformation. This is you put the ball in Stupid's hand, and then magically it happened. And Joe had no intention of running for president. Joe was done. You guys pulled him back in the limelight because you knew you guys went too left. You knew you were the party of Bernie Sanders, and you knew the only chance you had of salvaging any moderate Democrat was putting old Joe back up in the stand. Joe didn't want to be there. Joe still doesn't want to be there. Joe is ready to hand that thing off to Harris the moment it's done. But Joe didn't even like Harris in the first place anyways. Mm-hmm. So literally, it is just a crony grab. You're trying to put the sacrificial lamb in front. Hope to God that people are dumb enough to vote for this guy. Dumb enough to ignore the dementia. Dumb enough to ignore the corruption. Dumb enough to ignore all the stupidity of 43 years in public service and not a single real accomplishment. The most unimpressive person in D.C. You prop him up and then throw in the pandering of the, quote, black girl who's not really black and arrested more black people than ever, and you're hoping America's dumb enough to vote for him. And he literally had no intention of being in that position. No. That's why Hunter could get away with this crap.
He made his millions and he wanted to go enjoy them.
He wanted to just make millions and milk off of freaking Ukraine, Russia, and China. But not so much under Trump.
Oligarchs.
Crazy. But, lesson learned here, guys. Don't beat your meat on camera. No. Don't have sex with little kids. That's called pedophilia, and it's abominable. You deserve to be castrated and burned at the stake with this, okay? Period. And then definitely don't do that at all in the first place with a relative. And then don't film it and put it on a laptop. And then wonder, oh, gee, this might pop up someday. But he probably doesn't remember any of that because guess what? He was on freaking crack. He's a freaking crackhead. And don't do that if your dad's running for the presidency. If Don Jr. did this, oh my gosh. Never hear the end of this, right? Mm-hmm. If Don Jr. did this, you would never hear the end of this.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
If Don Jr. did this, would you still vote for Trump?
No. honestly, because if you've allowed, like,
Especially
you
with
can't-
all the ties
yeah, you can't.
between Hunter's
Yes.
dealings and Joe Biden.
If the dealings were that tied together,
Yeah, definitely.
how could you not? How could you miss that?
Yeah.
Now, again, there are parents of people who've murdered people. They're like, there's no way I would have saw my kid doing that, right?
Sure.
But it's not like they had business together and they killed the business partners together. Does that make sense? Like, there's a difference here. And what's disgusting is his money, Joe's money, Pop's money, is tied in to this jackhole. And here's the thing. Hunter's probably not the only one doing this in that family. He's not. But you're hiding behind a couple things. You're hiding behind the fact that Joe's son, his older son, was a veteran, kicked butt, but really served his country proudly. And that's what Joe kind of hides behind. And hides behind the fact that he's been in public service forever. And there's nobody, apparently there's no one else.
That's a good thing.
Like, apparently there's no one else in Delaware that actually want to run for office. He has a monopoly on that forever, right? 47 years of service, and all he's done is steal your money, do nothing. 47 years versus 47 months. And guess what? When you got a son who's a complete screw-up, being a pedophile, druggy, idiot, corrupt person who's directly tied to you, on Air Force 2 with you, you got some problems, man. Which is crazy to me. But a lot of you will still vote for Biden, which is unreal to me. Unreal. But that's why we're here for it. And don't be surprised when this landslide's red. Don't be surprised. You were warned. If we're horribly wrong, we'll eat it. But what's funny is we have yet to be wrong in this stinking show. We keep finding ways to be right. The only dangerous thing that I've got out there is California going red.
Yeah.
That's my dangerous prediction that has not come true yet. It's not come to fruition. If it does, I'm a prophet. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's my spiritual gift, man. It's just prophecy, bro. It's prophecy. But that's where we're at right now. So, computer hygiene, guys. Don't wreck the, don't club your seal in front of the computer, okay? And don't be a pedophile.
Yeah. And then put evidence on a computer and give that computer away. But frankly, just don't be a pedophile.
Just don't be a pedophile.
Just don't be a pedophile.
It's not a sexual orientation.
That's not even computer etiquette. Just don't do that.
Listen, I know that's next down the pipe for the libs, but guess what?
Did you know that
It's
America is the #1 driver of child sex trafficking?
Yeah, and like
in the
Orlando,
world?
Orlando's like the #1 city for that. Did you know that?
#1?
It's up there. It's in the top 5.
I knew it was high.
My buddy who's running for District 13 here in Orlando. Cheap plug. Josh Anderson, Republican here in Orlando. He basically was telling me the first thing he's doing. He's already gotten with the sheriff's department in Orlando, and basically the very first thing that they're going to do if he gets voted in, that's what they're going after, which is hilarious because the Democrat-run Orlando City doesn't seem to give a rip about that, which is unreal to me. But
It's disgusting.
But Democrats protect themselves.
I love this country. I think we are a relatively moral people, or at least the founding ideals have high moral value,
Sure.
and we should strive to honor that. But it's a gigantic blight.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's equivalent, if not worse. I don't know. Let's just say equivalent to the abortion blight that's on our.
Which it's just as evil
on our nation.
It is disgusting. I mean, the thing is, this is like
it's $100 billion industry or something like that.
100%.
And America is the driving force.
And that's what's amazing.
It's disgusting, man.
There's
awful.
There's a reckoning for this.
Yeah.
There's a reckoning for this. There's a reckoning for the fact that we kill 600,000 kids every single year in abortion mills. There's a reckoning for the fact that 800,000 kids go missing every year. Most of them here in America. There's going to be a reckoning. God is not about God is about justice. See, this is what blows me away. All you social justice warriors out there are fighting like crap for 2 unjustified homicides for black men out of all the statistics. I can break them down again for you real quick if you want to. Last year, 2019, we had 375 million police interactions last year. Out of those, 236 black men were shot by police and killed. Okay? Out of those 236, 225 of the suspects were armed, meaning they were shooting the cops back. Out of those 10 remaining cases, 8 of the shootings were justified, 2 of which were not. And of those 2 situations, both situations, the cops are in jail. Reaffirmed by this while hanging out with a bunch of cops over the weekend, by the way, at a birthday party.
Of course,
okay?
they would say this.
But they're running the statistics. They're like, it's amazing. We look at the facts and we're like, what are you Black Lives Mattering for? And my buddy broke this down even more. He's like, if you look at shooting statistics, they have dropped substantially in the last 15 years. They keep going down, 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 down. But you know what keeps going up and no one talks about? Murder rates go up. Murder rates go up. Police are dying, blah, 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 okay? But you guys want social
police
justice
deaths are going
for 2 unjustified cases. Dare I challenge you, social justice warriors, to find justice for the 600 unborn babies that are slaughtered every year in Planned Parenthood? Can you find justice?
600,000.
Sorry, 600,000. Can you find justice for the 800,000 kids that go missing in America every single year due to the sex trafficking bullcrap? There's a reckoning that is happening. And if you're actually serious about social justice, or just justice, because that's what it should be, get serious about that. But you won't, because you're a freaking puppet. You dance to the Soros dance. You dance to the whatever the TV tells you to do. And the reality situation is you have a real blight, a real epidemic. You have sex trafficking, kids disappearing, and kids getting literally their skulls crushed, spines cut out, and ripped out of wombs. And you sugarcoat it with the word abortion instead of telling it for what it is. You are murdering and slaughtering babies. And you're okay with it.
And the ones that survive, you're abducting and molesting.
And what's even more disgusting in this whole conversation is you got guys like David Platt, who I used to defend, who was you got all these liberal jellyfishes that are out there that are allegedly followers of Christ, defending a party that's for this. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. I'm talking about you too, Matt Chandler. Gotta throw your name out there too. You gotta name the names. There will be a naming of the names. And here's the reality of the situation. There's a reckoning to this evil. If you're really about justice, let's take care of the most defenseless people in our society, which are our children. Take care of them. Let's start there. And it's sad that the most prosperous, greatest society this side of Zion, this side of freaking heaven itself, it still permeates in what we do. Unbelievable to me. BLM, Baal, Lucifer, Moloch. I could not have said that any better myself. Yeah. Wow, I am stealing that from you, Bobby the Bull. Jeez, just keep the bull. That's sick. But that's what we do. That is America. That is the real crime of America. Not capitalism, not Donald J. Trump, not freaking American flags. That's the true crime of America. Not flyovers, Troy Aikman. I didn't forget about you. I didn't forget about you, Troy. In the Harris-Biden administration. Oh, it was a slip-up. I'm a patriot. No, you're not. Shut up. No, you're not. Sit down. That's not the true issue. It's not even about right or left. It's about freaking truth. And we got to talk about truth here at Plausible Foolishness here at twitch.tv/plausiblepoolishness. You feel me? And in the meantime, don't beat your seal and please let's don't be pedophiles. Can we do that? Is that so hard?
Apparently not.
Is that so hard?
Is it hard? Well,
Jeez, man.
We shouldn't be asking questions like that.
I know. That's why the show exists. Whoa.
No more is it hard questions.
But wait a minute. Is it hard?
He made me do it.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Stop!
Oh, you gotta stop. I can't even take it. I can't even take it. Why are you doing this to me? Ah! It's gotten to me, Dusty Joe. It's gotten to me, Dusty! Oh my gosh. I did that for myself. Parting shots, man. What do you got today, bro? What do you think, man? What do you think? It's been a phenomenal show, man. So what do you got with parting shots today, man? Any final thoughts for the people? For the people! But wait. Is it? We can't do it! Burn my eyes! Parting shots, man. 2 kings. You gotta leave the Rube Empire with some thoughts to take away, baby. Whoa, thanks, Dark Knight.
Dark Knight with the 5 bits.
That was
Appreciate
cringe.
it.
If cringe gets us money, we will cringe you to death.
Yeah. That was cringe, and if you didn't know, that was an anti-rape video produced by a small town in Sweden for many, I think, was it? It was definitely hundreds of thousands of euros, but possibly millions.
Yes.
That was what they came up with. I can't remember the exact details of the money, but
literally they came up with that commercial to combat.
That was a TikTok video.
Rape.
That was a TikTok. It wasn't even a commercial that ran on television in their country. They spent gobs of money on that and put it on TikTok to combat rape.
So instead of taking that money and
because of the rape gangs that don't exist.
That don't exist, for the border that doesn't exist in the EU. But if they would have invested that money in a little bit of border protection, that might have helped out. But it's okay.
Yeah. Anyway, but I mean, it's too good to pass up. That's just a regular part of the show now. Welcome to the Rube Empire.
Welcome. 2 Kings. Listen, you're gonna get X-Files, Alex Jones. Don't touch me there.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a Dusty. You're gonna get a lot of things here. You know what I mean? You're gonna
This is the way.
This is the way. Gotta hit your little that, and then you gotta get a little bit of liberal logic. Like you gotta get it all.
How dare you!
God, where did she come from?
I don't know.
Where did she come from, man?
She's a witch, man. She
Oh
just
my
pops
gosh.
right in every now and then.
Teleport, man. Portals, man. Portals.
All right, so what do I want to wrap this up with?
Leave him with it, bro. What do you got?
All that hides in the shadows will eventually be brought to the light, and they don't like it there, And so that's what we're here for, is to bring these things to the light, as best we can, And I just want to. I want to harken back to the founding, Like, we were talking about the evils that America is responsible for,
Which all countries are, but yes.
Yeah, but
all society is, but yeah.
But and you made the statement, "This is America," and undoubtedly that's true, but it's also not true.
Yep.
Because America is not just. America is a set of ideas.
Yep.
And those ideas are fantastic ideas that made us the greatest nation in the world.
Amen.
In under 100 years,
Which is so fast.
Yeah. How long did the Roman Empire last?
225 years.
Really, that's it?
That's it. All empires go away in 250 years.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
All empires go away in 250 years.
That's
it's amazing
double,
we're still there.
That's double us.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a significant thing that we made it so big,
Yep.
so quickly.
Yep.
And it's because of what the ideas that our country was built on.
Yep.
And do we live up to them? No.
JBN's got a good point there. The same greatness can undo itself, 100%.
Sure. Well, the greatness is. So the idea, if we follow the ideas that we were built on, no, that won't happen. Because I think the ideas that this is built on are solid. They have a firm foundation in reality, in morality, in so on and so forth.
Sure.
It's when we become so great. It's the thing. It's the hubris It's the arrogance.
Icarus flying too close to the sun. Man.
Exactly. This is a constitution of negative liberties.
Mm-hmm.
We can do better than this. We can do better than this.
Sure.
It's that kind of hubris that we're great, and we can be greater yet by completely abandoning everything that made us great.
Mm-hmm.
That's not going to happen. We need to get back to the founding.
Yep.
And live up to the ideals.
Yep.
Which we haven't done, and we'll never do perfectly. Especially like as it relates to Christ and what truly matters and what is truly good.
Yep.
We'll never fully live up to that, but we should strive for it.
Yep.
And we should not lose our foundation, or else we'll crumble.
Yep.
We were handed by our forefathers, by patriots who bled and died. We were handed the firmest of foundations that the world has ever seen, and we're taking a dump all over it. We're taking our pickaxes and our hammers to it, our hammers and our sickles to it, and we're destroying it. We're turning it into sand,
Yep.
and we know what happens to the house that's built on sand.
Yep. The rains came, and the waters came, and the house washed away, and we're doing it and eroding it with crappy ideas that have not stood the test of time and that have been destroyed every single time historically, which is unbelievable. So, yeah, I mean, I agree with you, man. I mean, one of the coolest things that stood out to me this week was watching Parliament, British Parliament. Yes, I'm a nerd. I watch British Parliament. Get over it. Whatever. There happens to be black conservatives over there in Britain.
What?
It's not just an anomaly in the Matrix here in America. There are black conservatives, and I feel horrible for not remembering this lady's name, but a black conservative on Parliament in Britain came out against Black Lives Matter. Not the mention of Black Lives Matter. She literally said that it's inherent that Black Lives Matter because all lives matter. A black conservative said this. But what's crazier is she said, it's amazing that we've adopted Marxism and critical race theory into our country without questioning it like we would communism, socialism, or even capitalism. We just accept it as truth.
Well, and frankly, we have been fighting Marxism.
Mm-hmm.
We have been critiquing it and tearing it down for the bogus theory that it is all this time, and yet it still continues to grow in credibility amongst amongst the academic elite.
Yeah.
And their sheeple
Yes.
acolytes.
Because it's the only way they can pound it in. You got to get dumb kids to believe it. But now,
Sure, but then
they grow
so
up.
you got dumb kids believing it from highly educated professors who believe it.
Yes. Which is...
So it's like, it's just what G.K. Chesterton said, that they've educated themselves into imbecility.
Yeah, 100%. But this is what's amazing. So what made me feel better is this is not just an American battle. This is a global battle. This is globalism versus everybody else. This is literally it. And there are people that understand what everybody else means. And there are people that are for globalism. And globalists don't care what the device is. They'll use crony capitalism. They'll use Marxism. They'll use Satanism. They'll use Big Eva. I call that the big conglomerate of evangelicals here in America. They will use whatever it takes to push the agenda of the globalists, which is, let's consolidate all the power to a very small group of people and make the sheep do our battling for us.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? And it's to the detriment of the sheep every single freaking time. And if you need to know about that, just go figure out what globalism is. Now, the beautiful thing is this. This is where my takeaway for the week that I'm very excited about with the last remaining 3 minutes of this show. Okay? I'm going to land this thing home for me. Okay? I need you to remember the kitchen table, okay? And I'm steadily being reminded of this as I move into my new home. As I'm in my new home and I'm with my girls and we're holding hands and we're praying for our food. And I pray for my girls to come to know Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior. As I'll pray all of you that are on this have done so or will do so. Okay? Pray that you do. And we start off by thanking God for our food, right? We thank God, thank you, God, that I'm able to, one, sit, have a table, be in an air-conditioned house, not worry about freaking the red coat, the brown shirts coming after me, not have to worry about the KKK coming around me because there's only like 4 of them anyways. I don't have to worry about that stuff. I can sit and eat my delicious beef that I had in the roast today, which I noticed that you had that with your children today as well, and crush the cow that God provided for me to eat, because God literally says in the Bible, kill and eat Noah, kill and eat Peter, because I'm sorry, vegetarian lady on TikTok, God loves him some meat. It is what it is. And I love the fact that
the very first thing he did after the Garden of Eden was slaughter an animal for...
Shh, don't tell the vegetarians that.
For clothing.
They think that God would never harm livestock. But, long story short, I'm able to do that. I'm able to hold hands with my sexy, cover yours, I'm sorry, nicely formed, that's the nicest way, wife, that I get to regularly get to know her in a biblical sense and in a monogamous marriage relationship.
It's a good thing she doesn't watch this show.
Oh, she doesn't watch it. She'll never see this, so it's okay. I can embarrass her. Okay. And it's all, and I'm protected by a constitution that is for the people and by the people. It allows me to think the way I want to think, say the things I want to say, and protect those things, protect my property and myself with those boomsticks. I think they're called boomsticks. Okay.
In some circles.
In some circles. And this is a boomstick. Okay, right? I get to protect my house that way. I get to work wherever I want to work. I get to go pump iron on a regular basis. I get to go travel the world. I get to do the things that God has allowed me to do without worrying about anything. I'm blessed beyond measure. Even if Slappy Stick Joe fraudulently gets his way into the White House, I know that God's in control. I say it over and over and over again. But remember the kitchen table, kids. If we all treated the world like we do the kitchen table, we would live in a much different place. If we acted like we were on the kitchen table, we wouldn't be beating our seals on Zoom calls, okay? If we sat around the kitchen table, we'd be with our wives and we wouldn't have to, be pedos like the left are, okay? We wouldn't have to do all this crazy stuff. We would have fulfilled, happy lives. We wouldn't be like on October 17th, a bunch of feminists getting pissed off, having a women's rights march in a country where women have all the same rights men do and still complain about it. You have the right to complain about the rights that you already have freely, and no one persecutes you for it.
Where even one of the worst women is running for a vice presidential seat.
Yeah, I know, right? And she's not thrown in jail for it, which she should be, okay? But she is. But if we all acted like we're around the kitchen table, which most of those feminazis probably don't do with the non-husband they don't have and the children they have, whatever, what I'm getting at is, man, if we just did the kitchen table for our whole lives, a lot of this stupidity goes away. There would be no reason for plausible foolishness, because we would not have fodder to completely roast every single day because of the stupidity that's out there in the world. We had a whole
This would
show.
be a wrestling podcast.
It would be. We would talk about fake wrestling with fake storylines, and we could complain about Vince McMahon
It's not
the whole time.
fake, it's fixed.
Still real to me. Still real to me. Okay? But if we just did the simple things, dear God, we'd be much happier. Dear God, we'd be in a better place. And really talk to those people that sit around the kitchen table. That their primary focus is Jesus Christ first, then their wife, then their children. In that order. Let me repeat that slowly. Jesus yo woman, yo kids. Not the other way around, no other priorities. But when you put Christ first, you want to be around that kitchen table with that sexy, amazing wife that you get to biblically know on a regular basis. And have those beautiful, amazing kids that win awards at school that make you super proud of them and be a ridiculously doting dad like I was today, okay? That changes the game. Dear Lord, can we just get there? Can we just put Christ first? If we did that, the world is a completely different place. But keep chasing the things that are outside of him, and you're going to be miserable. You're going to be spanking your freaking dolphin in front of the computer. You're going to be being a lackey for your dad smoking crack all the time. Put Christ first. That's my rant. That's all I got, bro. You feel me?
I completely.
Now, if you want more of this amazing commentary, you got to hop on Locals, which is not a dating site. Make sure you head on that local. Make sure you join our community and get the Council of the Two Kings and get the unvetted, unfiltered realness, okay? And if you're on TikTok, I don't know what the frick you're doing over there. Head over to twitch.tv/plausiblepoolishness. Make sure that you subscribe. Make sure you hit that follow. And be like all the cats that followed us today, that subscribed to us today. Make sure you head over that way, guys. And it's been an amazing show.
Also, keep an eye out for the
Discord?
the clips from this
Yes.
from this episode that will
Dusty.
be coming
Dusty.
to a YouTube channel near you.
YouTube?
Yes, and
YouTube?
we'll also post it in the Discord so that you
Yep.
can more easily access it and share it. And that's the whole point. Share it.
Amen.
Share. Share. Do it. Share it. Share it. Just do it. Do it!
Do it! Just do it!
And here's the link in the chat for the Discord if you want to join.
Oh, Discord. Gotta hop on there, man. Hey, it's been an amazing show. We love you guys. Thank you so much if you're listening to us at work or on your car or streaming right now. We appreciate you. You know who you are. We love you guys over there on the podcast side. We love you guys that follow us here live on twitch.tv/plausiblepoolishness. We love our YouTubers. We love our TikTokers. We love you all, man. Just come to know Jesus and come back next Wednesday for the madness because we've got so much to cover and an election that's coming very soon and a virus that's mystically going to disappear.
Yep.
Have a good one, guys.
Peace.
Bye. Lead us to kings.